Morning. So it is Monday, January 16th, I think. I haven't even looked at it. I haven't opened my computer or anything yet. So I'm actually going to be ending last week's vlog. I don't think I got very much footage last week. It was super busy. Work has been crazy. They're really on us about our cases and our numbers, and so I haven't really had time to do much of anything. I have several reading vlogs and different planned out videos that I wanted to do that I haven't been able to because I haven't been able to film, or I haven't been able to get to editing, and so I'm just kind of behind on everything. But this week I really want to try to get back on track. I'm working from home this week, so hopefully I'll be able to get myself back in a routine, back on schedule, and get everything figured out. So yeah, this may not be the most cohesive vlog in the world. It may just be a bunch of random B-roll montage type clips, more so than any actual talking or anything. But I committed that I wanted to do a vlog every week, so even if it's a little disjointed and not completely cohesive, I'm gonna post it anyways. If anything, it's just something for me to look back on. I did end up finishing a few books this week. I finished The Hawthorne Legacy, which is the second book in the I don't know if the name of the series is Hawthorne Brothers series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I really liked this one. I had actually started and stopped it a few times. The beginning, not the beginning part, but the parts with her father were a little triggering to me, just the way he was treating her. I tend to have a hard time sometimes with father-daughter dynamics. So it was a little triggering to me, so I had to stop it a couple of times, but I was able to push through and, kind of get past that. And so that's that one. And then I finished Learn My Lesson. I think that was in this vlog. I finished Learn My Lesson, which is the second book in the Wicked Villains series by Katie Roberts. I enjoyed this one a lot more than the first book, Desperate Measures. I do typically like Hades and Persephone type retellings, although this was Hades and Meg and Hercules. But I really like the story of Hercules too, and I'm really into Greek mythology as well, so I enjoyed this one more. But I also really liked the polydynamic of it. I have a longer review on Goodreads. My Goodreads is always tagged below, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. The second book in the series more than the first, and I'm going to be moving on onto the third book in the series, which I don't remember. I don't remember what it's called, but I think it's Tink and Hook, I believe, which is perfect because I love anything Peter Pan related. So I'm gonna be reading that this week. And then I also finished Ariadne. Really enjoyed it. I liked the writing in this. I really did enjoy Circe and Song of Achilles, but Madeline Miller's writing is much more lyrical, and this is more concise and kind of straightforward and to the point, not as lyrical and descriptive. But I learned a lot of things about Ariadne and the different Heracles that I didn't know. Or not Heracles, or I guess, yeah, Heracles was in this, but Theseus and Dionysus, and just a lot of the heroes and a lot of the women in these stories that I didn't know about before. I really liked Ariadne's mom and sister have very similar names that start with a P, and I can never remember which one is which. I think Phaedra is the sister. I really enjoyed her chapters even more than Ariadne's. I want to say there's a book coming out about Phaedra. I remember I have it written down on my 2023 releases, but I didn't write down the author, so I need to try to figure out who is putting that book out. But I did really like this. I gave this 4 stars. I did say that about the other ones. I gave this 4 stars. I gave The Hawthorne Legacy, 4 stars. And Learned My Lesson, I think I gave 3 stars. And then I DNF'd a book called Burn This House Down. That was an ARC that I received from NetGalley. I'll have the cover up here. I just could not get into it. The book just kind of jumped like right into the action with no like backstory. And so you don't get a chance to really like know the characters or really fully understand what's happening before it jumps like right into like tragedy. And I just didn't love it, and I just could not like bring myself to care. So I DNF'd that one. And yeah, I think that is all the books I read this week. So I'm going to be starting this week's vlog today. And so I desperately need to get this office cleaned up. I started doing cleaning stuff out for like in preparation of our move to Orlando. We're starting to clean up the house, get things ready so that once we're ready to go and like really get things going, that's like kind of one thing that's already done. So I have this pile of stuff that needs to go through. That's like stuff that's going to be donated. And then I have my Etsy stuff over here that needs to be cleaned up. Ton of books that I'm currently reading that needs to be cleaned up. This cart that has stuff all over it that needs to be cleaned up. I have like work bags. This box needs to be thrown out. These bags are stuff that was down in our closet downstairs that I cleaned out, that I need to go through and see what I want to keep and what is trash. There's like stuff just like piled back there. You can see back there are all the books that are either already on Pango Books or that I need to put on Pango Books. And then there's just stuff piled everywhere. I had to pick the trash up because the dog was going through it and like pulling stuff out, so I need to throw that out. And there's like cups all over the place back here. And so yeah, I need to go through it, because if it gets to the point where it's making me anxious, then you know it's bad. Because I'm not very much like an OCD type person. But once it gets to a certain point, then I'm like, okay, this is getting ridiculous now. And I'm to that point. So today's supposed to be it looks like it cleared up right now, but this morning it was raining. It's pretty windy out. Hopefully it'll start raining again. I love that kind of weather. But yeah, that is basically the update for now. I may put in some clips of me getting this office cleaned up, and then I will check back later. Okay, so I did go ahead and get my reading list for the week figured out. I have a ton of books on here. There's no way I'm going to get through all of these. But these are all books that I have either started or I need to start for a video that I have planned or something. So I am going to go through this list. Like I said, I'm not going to get through all of these, but these are ones that I want to try to get to this week and we'll hopefully finish this month. So yeah, let's go through these real quick. So I have Inheritance, which is part of the Inheritance cycle. I talked about this last week. This is book 4, I think, in the series. I'm about 30 to 40% in, maybe 50%, if that. But that is audiobook, so I can listen to it at work or while I'm working. So hopefully I'll be able to finish that one this week. Then I have the Atlas 6, which I don't have here with me. If I don't have the physical book right here, I will put the cover up here in the corner. I have the Atlas 6. I'm super excited about this one. I've heard a lot of really good things. People really like this book. I think it's poly, I believe, which is exciting. So yeah, I haven't started that one yet, but hopefully I'll be starting it this week. Then I have The Drowned Woods. This one I am currently just about 45% in. This is from the same author that wrote The Bone Houses, which I really liked. So this one is about a thief named Mare, who is not only is she a thief, but she's a spy master. She was taken into, or she was forced to be a slave for the prince of this land. And as one of his slaves, she was branded just above her eye. And so now she's recognizable by everybody, to everybody in the kingdom as someone who belongs to the prince. She manages to escape, and now she is going on this quest with other thieves and spies to try to get rid of this prince. She has magic where she can manipulate water, she can freeze it, she can cause it to like boil, she can, you know, cause a river to run faster or to run backwards, or so basically she can just manipulate not just water but any liquids that she can manipulate. And then there's the male main character in this. His magic is death, basically. He's very strong, and when he loses control, the magic takes over, and he no longer has control of his body. He can't stop himself before he kills someone. So anytime he hits another person, even if it's accidentally, if he just bumps into another person, if the magic takes hold, he loses control and he could potentially kill that person without even intending to. So they're teaming up to go on this quest to find a way to kill this prince, basically. And there are fae in this who live like in the woods, and I'm assuming they're gonna have to go through those woods at some point and encounter the fae. There's also there's like a familiar kind of there's a dog that follows him around. He's a corgi, and apparently these corgis are like magical and are like the familiars of the fae, which I love that it's a corgi, totally random. This like cute little dog that is apparently this like magical being, which I think is going to come into play at some point. So yeah, like I said, I'm about 45% of the way through that. I'm really liking it so far. Then I have Throne of Glass. I've been reading this for a while, reading it for a reading vlog that I'm doing that'll go out eventually. It's taking a lot longer than I had wanted. Then I have Anastasia by Sophie Lark. I've been reading that for the last several weeks. I mentioned in last week's vlog that it is a lot longer than what I had originally thought it was. I just have not been picking it up because I've been trying to focus on arcs and stuff. But I do like it. I am enjoying it. So I want to get back into it. Then I have Babel. Everybody knows about Babel at this point. It's been around all over the place recently. I'm like 20% of the way into that, and I'm really enjoying it. I have the physical copy of that, which I'm really liking because I can annotate it and everything. So I guess I'm about 20% of the way into that. Then I have A Quarter of Mist and Fury. I have not started that yet. I'm doing buddy read with my coworkers. I think 2 of us are on A Quarter of Mist and Fury. 1 is still on ACOTAR, and then the other one I think like fell in love and read the entire series and went ahead of all of us. So that one I'll be diving into. This is a reread. I've read this series 4 or 5 times now. But the series is better the further in you get, in my opinion. So I'm excited to continue on. Then I have The Queen of the Night. I think I talked about this last week as well. This has very much like Phantom of the Opera vibes. It's set in Paris with the opera. I'm not sure 100% what exactly it's about. I think I'm more like 5 pages into it. But it's a pretty big book, so definitely want to continue with that one. Then I have Truly Devious. That's for another reading vlog that I'm going to be doing. I haven't started it yet, but that one needs to go back to the library soon, so I'm trying to read all 4 books in one series, or in one video, so I really need to get on those. I have read Truly Devious and the second book in the series before, and then I didn't finish the rest, so I'm restarting so that I can then complete the whole series. I have Where Dreams Descend, which I think is, I don't know if it's actually a Phantom of the Opera retelling, but I think it has those same vibes. I've heard good things. People seem to really like it, so I'm excited for that one. Then I'm reading Dead Wake, which is a nonfiction, which is about the sailing of the Lusitania, which was a year or 2 maybe after the sinking of the Titanic. I talked about that in last week's vlog, I think. Then I have Saint by Adrienne Young, which is in the same world as the Fable series. I think the 2 books are Fable and Namesake. I really enjoyed both of those books, so I'm excited to read Saint, which is like a prequel, I believe. I have the audiobook of that, so I'm excited to start that. Then I have Velvet Was the Night. I have no clue what this is about. I think it was either somebody recommended it or it somehow ended up on my TBR. But I have the audiobook of that as well. Then I have The Coldest Girl in Cold Town, I think is what it's called, by Holly Black. I'm waiting for The Stolen Heir to come in at the library, but I think it's going to be a while because there are a lot of requests for it. And when I was requesting that one, this one popped up, and I've heard really good things about this one. And I enjoy Holly Black's writing. I really enjoyed the ഑ⴏ series, so I'm excited to read this one. One of my goals this year was to read more like backlist books from authors that I like, and Holly Black is one of those. So this is one of the books that she wrote previously, so I'm going to go ahead and check that one out. That is an audiobook as well. Then I have Neon Gods. I'm like 50 or 60% of the way through this, by Katie Roberts. So far, I think I like the Wicked Villains series more, because I'm currently listening to those as well. But Neon Gods is pretty good. I think it's a solid 3-star right now. Morning, guys. So today is Tuesday, January 17th. Excuse the crazy hair. I washed my hair last night, and this is how my hair naturally dries. Today is a super good day. I am very happy today. So I woke up early this morning, got up about 5:15, got up, had my coffee, and immediately started editing videos because I was behind. I am now caught up for this week. At least I got the vlog that should have gone up yesterday went up this morning, and then I got my ഛ reading challenge vlog, or not vlog, but video up, edited and scheduled, and that will be going up on Thursday. And I'm going to keep working on some of the other videos that I already have filmed. I have gone over like my YouTube upload schedule and like calendar that I created so that I can be like ahead of the game and know what I have coming up. So like productivity wise and like to-do list wise, it's been a great day. I've been super like productive and active, and I always feel really good when things go that way. It's always hard for me to get up in the morning. I'm not a morning person, but once I'm up, then I feel good. Like, especially if I get up early, like I feel really good about myself. I feel like really good that I'm being productive, that I'm up doing something. And it's not like I'm running myself too hard or anything. I'm still getting, you know, the amount of sleep I should be and everything. It's just a matter of forcing myself to get up, basically. So today I was able to do that. Like I said, I got up, was productive. Then work started. We had a meeting earlier, and we got the best news. We are going full remote. We are going to be able to work from home fully, completely. Right now we work 2 days in office. As of Monday, this coming Monday, they are letting us work from home. We're going full remote. They're changing like our statuses in the system and like making it like official. So I'm super excited. That was really like the biggest step, the biggest hurdle for us when it came to moving. We won't be moving anytime soon. I'm hoping for like the fall, or maybe end of the year. I'd love to celebrate Christmas in Orlando, but we'll see how things go. But this was like the biggest first step, and came true. It's happening. As of Monday, we are full remote, and like I said, that was the biggest thing we were waiting for. So I do want to say, so on here, I don't talk about my faith a lot. That's kind of something that I've kept private. I've mentioned doing Bible studies and things like that, but that's something that I really talk about a lot. And I don't want to get like super like preachy or anything. That's not what this channel is about, but so I wanted to move to Orlando for years, even before I met Nick. I wanted to go back to Florida basically since we moved when I was 15, but I've been trying to talk Nick into moving for years, and he was open to the idea, but he was really close with his mom, his grandparents, and so he didn't want to leave them, and especially in the last few years when his mom was sick, which was completely understandable. And it was never to the point where I was like, no, we have to do this right now, or, you know, trying to give him an ultimatum or anything like that. It was never like that. I always knew that it was something that I wanted to happen someday. It wasn't something that had to happen like right this second. So after his mom passed last year, and then when his grandmother passed again, unfortunately, he became more open to the idea. The only other family he has here in town, besides, you know, my family, is his brother, who he doesn't have like a super strong relationship with. They get along, but they're not like super close or anything. So it's not a hardship for him to move and leave his brother behind. So from the beginning of last year, when I knew that he was more open to the idea of moving, I immediately like started praying, like, you know, if this is meant to happen, if this is your will, if this is where we're meant to go, if this is the plan you have for our life, for our marriage, then open those doors, create those opportunities, just move and work in our lives, if this is what's meant to happen. And it just seems like over the last 6 months or so, things have just been slowly lighting up, and I can see the progression of things working out in our lives to where it seems like that is what we're meant to do and where we're meant to go. We weren't sure that we were going to go full remote. It's something that we've been pushing for and working towards for the last several months. And honestly, I thought that they were going to say no. And that wouldn't have completely derailed our plans to move to Orlando, but it would have pushed things back because I would have had to try to find a job there and, you know, all that stuff. It would have created more steps along the way. But with my work, with Nick's work, with things as far as like our realtor and our like the mortgage company we use, and just all those little things, they seem to have started lining up perfectly in a way that kind of shows me, yes, this is what we're meant to do. So earlier when they gave us that news, I just felt this immediate rush of like gratitude and just like blessing being poured over our lives, and like just that sign that yes, this is what we're supposed to be doing and we're moving in the right direction. So yeah, I'm really excited. Today's just been a good day overall. Even with that, it's also like gloomy and cloudy, my favorite kind of weather. The audiobooks I'm reading are going really well. Like like I said, it was really productive. I had my lunch. I don't know if you can kind of see that. We had welcome back. So it is just about 2 o'clock on Wednesday, Thursday, I'm sorry, the 19th of January. I don't think I've updated the vlog yet today. I know I showed some clips from this morning of me organizing my office and stuff. But I don't think I've actually talked to you guys today. So I did have my Book of the Month box kit here today. So I'm really excited about that. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this. I know what one of the books is. I don't remember what the second one is. But I did have an extra credit for the month of January because one of my coworkers ordered a box with my link. So I was really excited about that. She's really excited about getting her first box, so I'm happy about that. And then also, I also have an extra credit for February because one of you guys used my link down below. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. I hope you love getting your box if this is the first time getting it. I have gifted 3 Book of the Month subscriptions now, 3-month subscriptions. And everyone seems to really love it. I know I love getting my box, so I hope you love it too. Thank you so much for using my link and for watching these videos. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. And like I said, I know what one of the books is. I can't remember what the other one is. So let's find out. Also, I think my book box should be arriving today. So hopefully I'll be able to do an unboxing of that later. That'll be a separate video. I am excited to see what comes in it. Because I have loved everything that has come in those boxes so far. Okay, maybe not everything. I've loved most of the stuff I've gotten in those boxes so far. So let's see what we have in here. So first we have just a little advertisement thing. And okay, so this is the book that I remembered. I'm super excited about this. I think everybody's basically talking about this book right now. That is Hellbent by Leigh Bardugo. So I do have the Book of the Month version of Ninth House. It's over on my nightstand because I plan on rereading that before I get into Hellbent. I read Ninth House when it first came out. And while I do remember the gist of it, I want to go back and familiarize myself with everything before jumping into this one. It's a pretty big book. It is 478 pages, so just shy of 500 pages. So pretty big. I'm really excited about this one. I think this is one of the most I know it's definitely one of my most anticipated releases of 2023, but I feel like it's everyone's most anticipated. Oh, okay, I do remember what the other one is. Then the other book is As Long as the Lemon Trees Grow. This one I've heard a ton of people talking about. Carrie from Carrie Reads, she's mentioned it. I think Jordaline has mentioned it. I want to say Olivia from Olivia Reads a Lot has mentioned it. I know I've seen this on several YouTube channels, or booktube channels. I've heard really good things. It's been all over Instagram as well, or Bookstagram. I've heard that this book is very sad and it will break you, which is exactly the kind of books that I enjoy. I like to read books that make me feel something, even if that is like sadness. So yeah, I definitely want to get into this one. This is definitely going to be on my TBR probably for February. And I may do a reading vlog for it. We'll see. But yeah, that is that. So those are the 2 books that I received from Book of the Month this month. And like I said, I'll have 2 books next month as well. Hey guys, so I just wanted to show you that we received our second box from Every Plate. I think I talked about this in last week's vlog, maybe, or maybe earlier in this vlog. But I wanted to show you what came in our second week. We did really enjoy all of last week's meals. And I actually got one of my best friends to sign up as well. So I'm really excited for her to try it. But yeah, this is our second box, so I thought I would show you guys what's inside. I didn't do an unboxing or anything last week because it had been sitting outside for a little while and wanted to hurry up and get it, in the fridge and everything. But I thought that I would go ahead and show you this week. So let me grab some scissors to open up the box, and I'll show you what is inside and what meals we got this week. So far the only thing I can say that I would change about the shipping and everything is that I've seen, I think it's HelloFresh maybe, that sends everything individually packaged and wrapped for each specific meal. So everything you need for one meal is in one bag. So all you do is grab the bag, open it up, and there's everything you need for the meal. Every plate does not come that way. It just kind of comes all in bulk, and then you just separate it out throughout the week. So it'd be a little bit easier if things did come already divided up by the meals, like I said. But they do always send you, last week they sent us these cards so we could share and people could get, our friends could get a discount on their box, which is how my friend got hers. I do have a link down below that you can use to get, I'm not sure what that discount is. I think it might be 10% off or something. I'm not sure. I'll have to look and then I'll tell you guys, I'll update you guys later. But they sent us these cards for $60 off. So I believe my friend ended up getting her first box for free. All she had to do was pay for the shipping, which is awesome. So firstly it comes with, and they actually sent us more of these. I don't know if they'll be sending these every time or if they just send it the first few times. But this one's actually even more. So the first one was $60 off to share, and these are $70 off to share. So that's pretty good. So like I said, I always have a link down below, and then these, I'll try to share with my parents and stuff. We're trying to get them to do it as well. But yeah, let me show you what we ended up getting this week. So we got these loaded pork potato wedges, which I think is basically kind of like if you were doing nachos, but with potato wedges. So anything that, for example, potatoes or any of the vegetables that it said to bake in the oven or roast in the oven, I have been just putting in the air fryer and roasting it that way, and it has turned out really good. So that's probably what I will end up doing with these as well. But yeah, I'm really excited for those. Those look super good. Hopefully you can see that. And then the next one, this one looks really good too. This is a bacon carbonara flatbread. My husband isn't in love with the idea of having the egg on top, so I probably won't do that for him. I'll probably just do the bacon and the grilled onions. But that should still be really good. I'm excited for that one. And then we got this jam and fig pork chops with potatoes and broccoli, which sounds really good. We don't eat pork very often. Also, so far the best thing about this is that there's vegetables with every meal. And we usually almost never eat vegetables before when we were making the recipes ourselves. Neither my husband and I like love vegetables. Like I'll eat them, but he doesn't really. And so this is opening up like a whole new world for us for as far as eating vegetables goes. We've had vegetables every day this week, which is awesome. So I really love that that's kind of expanding our horizons and giving us more like nutritious options. And then we also got these loaded turkey lettuce wraps, which again, this is something that we never would have had before. It just was never something that my husband was like wanting to try or that we just never did. So I'm really excited to do some of these more like healthier options. So yeah, they send you all of the recipe cards, and then it tells you all of the ingredients for each recipe, and it also tells you on here what needs to be refrigerated. So I really like that, so that there's no guessing. I don't have to worry about leaving something out that should have gone in the fridge or whatever the case is. So let's see what we have in here. So they send you like all little packets of spices, like chives, which are like green onion, I guess. Or scallions is what it is. We don't use these. Neither my husband and I are huge on like raw onion like this. Both of us basically only like grilled onions. So we probably won't even use this, honestly. They sent that last week too and we didn't use it. So they send you cheese, sour cream. This is the fig spread that'll go on that pork meal. And then all the produce. And then the broccoli. You know, I'm going to move this over here. And then this is the bread for the flatbreads, which is awesome that it just sends it already so that, you know, that I don't have to worry about buying it. I don't have to worry about making it, anything like that. They send it already made. So when we go to the grocery store this weekend, the only stuff we're buying is like fruit for the week, stuff for our lunches, and that's it. And we're not having to buy all these different ingredients. And then I like that they send, I do wish, like I said, that they would send everything separated by the days. But I do like that they send this little box because I was able to just put this little box with all the produce right into the fridge and just kind of shop my fridge each night of what I needed. And something else that I like too on the recipe cards is that it'll tell you down here in this little box what like additional stuff you need. So this is like stuff that you more than likely already have on hand or that you may need to go buy. So like here says what you'll need: kosher salt, black pepper, and cooking oil. And then this one says kosher salt, black pepper, sugar, cooking oil, ketchup. So those I can look at and make sure that we have all of those like additional little items. Or, you know, make sure they have them on hand, which it usually is stuff that you probably would have on hand. So there's like mushroom concentrate and, you know, like I said, all the produce. Oh, it looks like they actually sent us like a little pine bar to try, so that's cool. And then there's, so I like to go through and just pull out like all the sauce packets and stuff. They send you chicken stock, sour cream, all the cheeses that you're gonna need, soy sauce, more chicken stock. Also, I found that you end up having extra, like we had the portions are big enough that we had enough for me to have leftovers the next day. The portions are big enough that I can have leftovers the next day. Out of 3 of the 4 meals were enough for me to have leftovers. But also you don't sometimes use all the produce. Like they sent us a bunch of potatoes last week. We had 2 meals, I think 2 meals that required potatoes last week. And we didn't use all the potatoes, so that's just extra produce we get to have on hand. You know, if we decide to make an extra meal, or I can use it for lunch or whatever the case is. So I'm really happy with the amount of stuff that they send you. And all the produce is in good quality. You know, nothing's going bad, anything like that. I know I've heard a lot of people talking about like other subscription boxes that they get where it's either missing stuff or some of the produce is bad. And I know this is only our 2nd week, but so far we have not had that experience. So I'm really happy about that. This is like a Greek vinaigrette, so I don't know if this is for the, for the turkey cups. That sounds really good. They sent a cucumber, lettuce, it looks like the lettuce for it, sour cream, Turkish sauce blend. So yeah, I'm just looking to make sure all the sauces are out of there. So I'm going to put all the produce together because, like I said, this will just go right into our fridge. And then I'll show you that after. So I'm going to... Okay, so I went ahead and got all of the produce put away. Now, they also send a large bag with all of the meat in it. So I'll open that up. So we have the ground pork for one of the meals. I'll go in the freezer. Ground turkey. The boneless pork chops. And bacon. And the bacon they sent is like super thick. Like really good quality bacon. So I'm really happy about that. Usually the bacon we just buy like whatever's on sale or like the cheapest. So we don't always get the best quality bacon whenever we do have stuff with bacon. And this is like really good quality, so I'm happy about that. And then they also send, so what they do is they send this big like block of, I don't know if it's like dry ice or like frozen like gel that comes in like the ice packs that you'd put like in your lunch to take to work or school. And that's how you keep everything frozen. And it says to basically just leave it out and let it melt. And then you can throw it out. So I'm just gonna leave that there. And yeah, I'm gonna put all this in the freezer. And that is basically it. I will look, today's Friday. We usually go and do our grocery shopping on Friday. So I'm gonna look at the list of like what you'll need and make sure that I have all of this stuff. And if there's anything that I need to get on hand. And the good thing is once I, like for example, ketchup. I don't think we have ketchup. Oh, we do have ketchup. Make sure it's not expired. I'm glad I looked because it is expired. As you can see, we never use ketchup. So when I go buy ketchup, now I know that I have it on hand. So the next time I need, ketchup in a recipe, I'll have it. So it works out really well. So yeah, I'm gonna put these away, do that, and then I will check back in with you guys later. Hey guys, welcome back. So it is Sunday night now. It is just about 8:20. Nick is in the shower, getting ready for bed and everything, and I am in my office finishing up this week's vlog that is going to go up tomorrow. So I thought that I would come and go ahead and close out the vlog for the week. This vlog was much more like chatty, talking about all the different things going on between going fully remote, finding out that they had approved us for going remote, and talking about our next steps in moving to Orlando and Weight Watchers, and just talking about a lot of different things. So this vlog was a little bit more FaceTime, a little bit more chatty than like B-roll type like montage clips that I usually do. But yeah, it's been a good week. Finished out the week strong, got my office set up. I'm really happy with the way it looks. There are a few more things that I need to do. I need to clear out this shelf that's back here. This one right here, I need to clear that out, and just kind of rearrange things and make some more space on there. I also want to rearrange my bookshelves because I have these shelves down at the bottom that are more like decorative, that don't have anything on, don't have books on them, but they're getting really cluttered, so I need to rearrange that. And yeah, it's been a good weekend. We had a really good dinner on Friday. I showed a little clip of what we had at Yard House. We always have a good meal at Yard House, and we've done a lot of talking this week about when we could potentially move. We're talking about maybe September time frame. We went and looked at some furniture to see if we like sold all of our furniture here. What would it look like if we had to go buy new furniture? We've put in some inquiries as far as moving companies and companies to ship our cars to Florida. We've talked about how we would get the dogs to Florida. Yeah, we've just been doing research, watching a lot of videos on YouTube, watching some different like realtors on YouTube and stuff. So it's been really like informative weekend, learning a lot of stuff, talking things through. And yeah, so next week starts my first official week working from home, full time, which I'm really excited about. So you guys will obviously see that starting tomorrow. And I don't really have any reading updates. I didn't read much this week, honestly. So hopefully tomorrow, starting tomorrow, I will get back into it, and I will talk to you guys about that then. For now, thanks for following along. Please like and subscribe down below, and I will see you guys in next week's video.